Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Ever since the release of EFCC ex-governors, 52 ex-governors who misappropriated funds during their time and reign, ranging to the tune of trillions of naira, many Nigerians were expectant of some certain names. Of course, many Nigerians believe that the list is incomplete without some of these names. And top of the list happened to be a top northerner who has been very vocal, who have decided to call out EFCC for not bringing out these names and this very important state. And he calls them EFCC and his 4 saints. And he went about to mention their names, their time and reign, what Nigerians think, and of course Nigerians are reacting. My colleague is in the house who will look through this critically, and of course we'll leave you to decide if what the feelers out there is correct or is just a case of feeling disgruntled. Now, according to the news, Mahdi Shehu wrote, and I quote him, he said, "A list of corrupt governors has resurfaced on various social media platforms, with none of the former governors from Lagos State mentioned, with the list now in the open. Ribadu should apologize to Tinubu for chasing and investigating him out of malice. When next the Pope is granting sainthood to outstanding saints, he should consider these 4 saints." Talk about sarcasm. Now, it also recommended for Saudi delegate Crown Prince to award Bola Babatunde and Ambode the prestigious award for service to Islam and honesty. Now, he said food for thought. He quoted Isaiah 53 verses 3, which he said he was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and as one from whom men hid their faces, he was despised, and we esteemed him not. Of course, Nigerians have been reacting to that, but he didn't stop there. He also went further to tell us the time and reign of these guys, and he also said that EFCC is dancing naked in the market square. He said, now, just go to Ketu, Balogun, or even Mount 12 market and tell traders that EFCC said that all former Lagos governors, starting from Bola up to Abode, are saintly, and listen to the answers you will receive. In other markets, they will stone you to buy, mentioning that such as in Onitsha International Market, which is in Onitsha, Ariara International Market, which is in Aba, Alaba International Market, which is in Ojo, Lagos State, Oshodi Market, Oshodi in Lagos, Balogun Market, which is also in Lagos Island, Idumota Market in Lagos Island as well, then Kumi Market in Kano, then Ungwa Navy Market in Navy. He said, don't risk believing EFCC. They are dancing naked at back Balogun Market Square at the middle of the night. Of course, he now started giving us time and reign of each one of them. Except for Bola Tinubu, he started in 1999 to 2007. He handed over to Babatunde Fashola, which also took over from 2007 to 2015. He handed over to Akinwumi Ambode, who took over from 2015 to 2019. The Babajide Sonwo, who is still the incumbent, who started from 2019 till date. My colleague is in the house. What's your take?
Well, it's quite interesting to hear that. What Majid is trying to say, as much as it makes a great deal of sense, if you go to Lagos State and tell the local people there that all the 4 governors have been declared saints, I think what he's saying will be seen. But however, whatever you're doing, there must be proven evidence. It's not just a public opinion that you use in determining corrupt leaders, but you must come up with provable evidence. I am totally not in support of governors who steal, but steal smartly. I'm not in support of them. But then, whatever you have to bring out evidence, you need to come up with evidence. I think Bola Tinubu, when he was the governor of Lagos State, till the time he had finished, there was no case of EFCC pursuing him as one of the governors that stole money. I don't know how he did it, but however, what we heard was that he developed Lagos. Fashola the same thing, Ambode the same thing, EFCC. The only thing that brought him to limelight with EFCC was the case of
the bullion
van, which he explained it out, and EFCC at that time were like, somebody should come out that they want him to be investigated. I think the case file was open, but there had been no time that he was formally invited to the EFCC office, to make statements on that regard. I don't know why that had happened, but be that as it may, We already have 58 guys. Let's not try to digress because some of them that we have heard, the amount that they allegedly stole is really much. I think the EFCC should stop bothering Nigerians with long list of people who have stolen.
No, I think they owe it to Nigerians for Nigerians to know exactly what we are dealing with.
This thing has been happening for years. I can still remember when Ribadu was there, something like this played out. Nigerians saw the list. But how much have been recouped back into the system and what was it used for? It's what all Nigerians are yearning to hear. Let it be made known to Nigerians that that list that we release so time, you bring it up again, there's an update to it that we've been able to get this amount of money from this person, this amount of money from this person, and we have returned it back to the state government. We are expecting in the next 1 year they will give us detailed report on how those monies were used. That's what Nigeria are yearning to
Okay,
hear.
all you're saying right now is we can't, they should choose their battles. You can't just be picking everybody at the same time.
Even
the one you've gotten, try and see how you can recoup back the money.
Whatever the number that have been gotten thus far, let us see what they can do with it. Don't give us these names. Nigerians are familiar with it. For example, the case of this guy was made known. It wasn't even this government that pulled it up,
Okay.
That's, for example, the former governor of Akwa Ibom State. It wasn't this government. Even the other guys that we have seen there, the old guys we've seen there, none of them were these guys, this present government were not the one that brought it up. So coming back to tell us, these people, see the amount that they are owing. Oh God, what are you going to do?
It's not going to be an easy task,
Whether it's not going to be an easy task, at least I know that some of them are not in power. For example, if you are bold enough to come out and tell Nigerians that Benue State governor took more than 100 billion naira,
that's huge if it's true.
Yeah, you took as much as 100 and something billion naira. Bros, don't wait.
And to think that Samuel Otom was even, quaffing, quote and unquote, Yaya Bello, say, what is this? You're making it look as if ex-governors are thief. Go and answer your call, just a mere
what he was trying to do, we have the magic box on how to handle EFCC. We know how to handle them. So stop behaving as if you are on trend. Go out there and prove yourself that you know how to handle them. And which we've already seen, the guy has taken the litigation to another level. And from all indication, from what I heard, Andokai, former Attorney General, what he said was as if EFCC have shot themselves on the foot, because it's like at the end of the day, Yaya Bello will walk away without any interest of anything. You understand?
And so now he'll be called a clean man.
Yeah. So
if he goes that way,
you still keep leaving their names in the list, but you can't do anything about it.
Is there no way we can actually stop them from, if it's true, stop them from even having access to voting? I think that's prevention is better than actually trying to correct it.
What they're trying to do, and for me, I'll say this, that EFCC should know that they have widened their scope of responsibility. Instead of running after the Yahoo boys, this is enough for the next 4 years.
Oh,
if you can recoup, let me say 48 from these guys, Nigerians will be happy. And I think also that the justice system of Nigeria can help here. You understand? To expedite, don't keep shifting it for longer days and all of that. If the justice system, the justice system should have a kind of setup where whenever it comes to corruption, it should be one-way straight dealings. This is it. Bring evidence, because right now what will go an extra mile in nailing these guys is evidence. If you have evidence, if you have proof, don't come and be telling stories and be throwing bangers in the air that something is going on. But at the end of the day, you can't. By the time they take you to court, they beat your hands down. And you keep saying these are the list of all the current. They just be laughing in their sitting room and taking their wine and say we know how to handle this. So that's for me. But bringing up the issue of someone like Bola Tinubu and Fashola, okay, if you go to the market square and say whatever, public opinion doesn't matter in the justice system of Nigeria.
It doesn't.
We can still keep saying, look at how they ate our money. They did this, they did it. Okay, where's your evidence? Because that's the main thing that matters right now. When you don't have facts and evidence to put before the justice system, all your blah, 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 blah is stories for the gods. You understand? So maybe these guys are more skilled in handling their finances and all of that. What we are looking for right now is You have exposed 58 guys. We have how many months are there in the next 3 years? How many months are there? Take up that responsibility and say, we're going to handle this one, we're going to handle this one. Carry the president along, carry the justice system along. From there, Nigerians can say thumbs up to it. Because I must say that EFCC, let's be real, as it has to do with corrupt leaders, I'm not talking about
other
Ribadu is the best, because Ribadu fought a lot of them, likes of Joshua Dariye and all of that. Ribadu, he fought them down. And this guy has come on board. This new guy has come on board. Nigeria are talking about that right now. Nigerian institution has been urbanized and all of that. Prove to them that Bola Tinubu didn't bring you in there and you didn't do anything. Let's see you walk. Let's see you hit these guys. Let's see these guys sweating. We want to see it. Let's see them running to the president for help, and the president can help them. You know, when the president will say, "Go and show that you didn't steal," and all of that. That's what we want to see.
All right. However, we could go on and on, but let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? What Mahdi Shehu said about bringing forth the four saints, sarcasm, if you ask me. That EFCC is really dancing naked if they don't mention these four saints. Of course, he mentioned the Lagos State former governors till date. What's your take? Do you believe that he just being sarcastic simply because it's not the reign of the North? Or do you think he's right? But then again, is there proofs? Social media, a media trial is not good enough. If you must come to the court and if you must come to equity, you must come with clean hands. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take?